sacrifice everything for my home.
Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Michelangelo here bringing you another video. So what I have for you today is another Ghost of Tsushima video. We have here 6 interesting facts you may not know about Ghost of Tsushima. Shout out to GameSpot for this particular video. I'm really looking forward to what they have here for us. As you guys know, this is one of my most anticipated games for the year. I cannot wait. It is dropping July 17th, 2020, which is... just a couple of months left. Just one more month and we will be in Ghost of Tsushima territory. I am really excited for this particular game. You guys know that I love Sucker Punch. I played Infamous Second Son, played Infamous 1, Infamous 2 bars by the way, played Sly Cooper as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Sucker Punch has here cooked up for us with Ghost of Tsushima. I really am looking forward to playing the story of Jin. As you guys know, I love samurai. The way of the samurai is something I am in love with very much. I own freaking katanas, man. Are you kidding me? And the fact that Roronoa Zoro, my favorite character from One Piece, is the Japanese voice of Jin. I'm sold. I'm freaking sold, man. What can I tell you? Anyway, I'm really looking forward to this. Also, there's something that a lot of people have been talking about recently, and that's the fact that the game seems to be downgraded. They've been comparing the E3 2018 demo and the state of play gameplay that we got recently, and they're saying that the game has been downgraded, and I'm honestly not seeing it, honestly speaking, but you guys let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think that's the case? Because maybe I think it's just a lighting thing, you know, honestly, compared to the 2018 E3 demo and the state of play gameplay that we have. I mean, it's just a lighting issue, but everything else looks the same to me, whether it's the environment, Jin himself, you know, the graphics look okay to me, but just let me know in the comment section down below. Either way, I'm still looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima. Cannot wait for July 17th, 2020, but until then, without any further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go!
Ghost of Tsushima is something entirely new for Sucker Punch Productions.
Definitely, yeah.
It draws from real-world Japanese history and explores it through the lens of classical samurai cinema. If you watch the gameplay demo, you'll know there's plenty
like with this whole black and white thing, oh my god.
So we spoke to creative director
I love YOJIMBO and The Seven Samurai. Those two films from Akira Kurosawa I love so much.
That you may not already know. YOJIMBO.
Oh, there you go!
Hasn't been shy about talking about inspirations for Ghost of Tsushima.
I mean, look at it though, look at it!
Classical samurai fiction and cinema,
YOJIMBO, there you go.
As no surprise that the work of acclaimed film director Akira Kurosawa was a key point of reference for the game. Seven Samurai in particular was a major touchstone.
There you go.
However, the idea for the game originally came from a comic book series called Usagi YOJIMBO. The series, which began in 1984 and is still going strong, is set in the Edo period, and features a rabbit ronin named Miyamoto Usagi, a play on the legendary Miyamoto Musashi. The series features anthropomorphic animals instead of humans, and creative director Nate Fox read it to get a feel for how to write Sly Cooper.
Wow,
he said in an interview with GameSpot, "So, I'm reading Usagi YOJIMBO, and it's this big collection of stories about a samurai who wanders feudal Japan, walks into town and uses his wits and the edge of his sword to solve problems. I thought, man, this would be a dynamite thing."
Hell yes!
We have Ghost of Tsushima.
Thank you, Nate Fox.
Seen the anime version of Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh,
I've got my fingers crossed for a Hitokiri Batosai Easter egg.
Oh, I really hope we get something like that, man. That was
As well as drawing stylistic inspiration from Kurosawa's work, Sucker Punch also looked to other conventions in samurai cinema and tried to work them into Ghost of Tsushima. This includes the swordplay, which is all about quick, lethal strikes instead of
which is more realistic.
The team has also put a lot of effort into the way nature is portrayed.
Yeah, look at this, man. Look at this.
Of beautiful scenery and
I don't see any downgrade, do you? Look at how beautiful this looks.
The gameplay demo is that after killing a Mongol,
he pays respect.
Main character Jin briefly bows. This is because Sucker Punch is also making sure to represent the respect that is traded between samurai, other swordsmen.
Did you see how the wind worked with the slash there?
Identity comes very much from samurai film. However, we wanted to do right by providing a feeling of authenticity, and that meant admitting that a bunch of American developers did not know what they were talking about, and drawing in experts from many different fields to teach us what it was like at that time.
True.
We have experts on religion, on costume, on motion. We brought them in early and often to review the game. It's those partnerships that give you the feeling of wandering through feudal Japan. Of course, Jin shows respect when he's operating as a samurai and abiding by the samurai
code. But as the ghost?
In the underhanded ghost way of life, however, respect may not come so readily.
No.
Wind beneath my wings.
Look at the wind.
One of the cool features that
this freaking cloak
was how wisps of wind would serve to guide players.
This is perfect, man. This is perfect.
I asked Nate how they approach making players feel like they're finding things naturally without feeling the invisible hand of someone pushing them. His response was that the wind is just an indicator, and in fact, the game is designed to distract you with other things you can choose to pursue.
Like the bear we saw.
Demo, for example. There was a bear morning.
There you go.
And you can choose to get involved in that. You might also come across a group of Mongols raiding a farm, and you can decide whether you want to step in that scenario.
Or not.
He actually said that he hopes that players don't always follow the guide.
Sucker Punch is very famously known for choices.
When you choose to
look at Infamous and everything,
somewhere, that doesn't mean you have to do it. In fact, I would hope that you don't. I would hope that you find yourself looking at a hill and seeing some fire and thinking, well, somebody lit that fire. I don't know if they're a friend or a foe, but somebody's up there. And when you go up there, you're rewarded with content or a secret that makes your curiosity justified. Basically, he's saying you're a wandering samurai.
That is so cool! You're basically Kenshin at this point.
Live by the sword. One question I had for Nate was whether Jin's experiences inevitably end in some sort of combat scenario.
Really
hope
not.
While he was careful about not spoiling anything, he indicated that not every problem will be solved by the blade. Sure, there's a fair amount of combat in the game, it's a core gameplay pillar after all, but there's variety beyond that. He said, there's more to life than just sword fighting in Ghost of Tsushima. There's also a lot of people in need and a lot of ways in which you can serve them. This game, while it tracks Jin's trajectory from the samurai to giving up his identity to become the ghost, there are also characters you'll meet along the way that, if you decide to, you can get invested in their stories and in helping them out. It's part of discovery.
That's pretty good.
The mission Jin is on is to drive the mind.
I mean, I don't want to just be fighting all the time. I want to explore the world and everything.
Always done through burning down shipyards like
choose not to help people.
Sometimes it can be rescuing a kidnapped loved one, finding cherished items lost as people flee danger, or helping people survive by getting them.
Hold his mouth so he doesn't make noise. That is so cool.
As a wartime epic where you get to know a lot of people who are struggling to survive inside a very harsh landscape. Here's hoping the smaller struggles are as impactful as the bigger ones.
You're literally a wandering samurai.
Samurai Champloo. The quick
You're basically Kenshin, but with no reverse blade, you know?
Had a Batman-style counter mechanic.
Yeah, true.
So I asked Nate,
especially with the fear takedown thing.
Definitely features counters that require you to have the patience and the skill to read what the enemy's going to do and unleash a really devastating counterattack. However, that's not the only way you can play.
Oh my god!
You can also force the attack and go after it. It's not just a waiting game, but it is a very skill-based experience. It wouldn't be a video game in 2020 without some sort of reference to a From Software game. So here it is.
Sekiro.
The swordplay is kind of like Sekiro. The enemies unleash lethal attacks. Nate said that this needed to be the case to make it in line with samurai cinema, but also for realism. He said, to feel like those natural samurai movie battles, enemies have to die with a few strokes of a katana. Otherwise it's not a katana, it's a nerf tube. That means that when they hit you with swords, you are also going to die in a few strikes.
That's good. That is good. That is good.
That, of course, you're going to have a bunch of abilities to give you the edge.
Because I mean, so far,
out in both samurai and ghost playstyles and switch between them. Also, you've got a bow and arrow. It might not be as deadly as some of the explosives,
but it's very useful. Very useful.
It does the trick.
It's very useful.
True grit. A couple of other things on combat. You may have seen Jin raise his sword at one point. Yes, Jin has a variety of styles.
Now this is so cool. Stone stance, water stance. I wonder.
Raised and taught
somebody in my comment section
but when the Mongols arrive and use weapons that are completely
hold up, I'll talk about it later.
He has to adapt. These stances are the new ways that Jin has come up with to put himself.
It's sort of like Demon Slayer with water breathing styles,
the stances
you know?
You choose are part of the tactical decision-making process. You may also have seen the UI elements at the bottom of the gameplay video.
Okay, the red one is his health, but I don't know what the yellow balls are.
The red bar is health, naturally, but the golden spheres represent Jin's resolve. You can use them to regain a bit of health, and they're also a representation of the grit he has and needs to pull off the more devastating attacks. There's a risk versus reward.
Like this one. I see. Wait, like he slashes in the wind. Oh my god.
And then finally, you may have picked up on the fact that the original Paris Games Week reveal of Tsushima had one-on-one duels, but the state of play didn't show any of that. Don't worry, they're still in the game,
maybe he means
and based
the
on what
E3
Nate said
one,
about them, they sound like intense, focused duels between two warriors that can be decided in the blink of an eye. A big part of samurai films are duels, he said.
Yes, true.
It's a classic. It's two highly trained warriors meeting, and it's going to be an apex challenge in the game.
Holding the
sword. There are a number of them in Ghost of Tsushima where you have to
flicks it forward. Oh my god, man!
How they attack,
then it just ends in an instant.
Read attacks, counter, and then look for a window. These are the most challenging encounters you have in the game, and it's just one-on-one. So basically, sharpen those reaction times.
I'm ready.
There you have it, a few cool Ghost of Tsushima facts that we learned from a chat with the game's creative director, Nate Fox.
Amazing.
If you haven't already seen the gameplay demo from State of Play, check it out on the channel or on GameSpot.
I'll leave a link at the end of the video to my reaction to it if you guys want to check it out. I'm really looking forward to this.
More H.
Alright, amazing! Amazing, man! I'm really looking forward to this. I cannot wait, man. So there you go, guys. 6 interesting facts you may not have known about Ghost of Tsushima. I am extremely excited and very enlightened. So thank you very much, GameSpot, for that. I really love how Sucker Punch is taking reference from Akira Kurosawa's films with YOJIMBO and the Seven Samurai, and from anime with Rurouni no Kenshin, which is so cool. Hopefully we get a Batosai Easter egg in there, like they said, but that would be really, really cool. Although I will tell you this, Jin is not using a reverse blade. I will tell you that. But anyway, with the whole black and white effect, I may not use it that much. I just because I just want to take in the whole open world and appreciate the color of the whole open world and everything. So maybe I might just use it for the one-on-one stare down duels and everything, epic moments with the wind and everything, just waiting for him to draw his sword and I'm right there with, oh my god, man, I cannot wait. But the fact that they used Zoro's Japanese voice actor is just icing on the cake for me, like I keep saying. And I really hope we get like a sword, like the technique from Zoro in there. You really hope the voice actor says something like this. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know, man. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Are you excited for Ghost of Tsushima? We just have about 1 month left. It's a very long month, but it's 1 month. July 17th is when it comes out. I'm really excited either way. But yeah, just let me know that in the comment section down below. Also, I really like the idea of how Jin is able to change his stances and everything. And this is what I was talking about before, about how, somebody in my comment section mentioned how it's sort of similar to how, in Demon Slayer we have like breathing styles, where there's water breathing, lightning breathing, beast breathing, and all that kind of stuff, so with Jin, I'm guessing, the rest of the stances are going to be elemental. So far we've seen stone, we've seen water, next I guess should be lightning or wind, I guess, maybe, but I really like how cool that is, and everything, how you can switch stances and everything. I cannot wait, to see the rest of the stances. Really hope we get more gameplay soon, but until then, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please do me that favor. We're almost about to hit 4,000 subscribers. Please subscribe, please, guys. We're almost there. I cannot believe it, man. I'm in shock, but we just keep on growing every day, and it's all thanks to you guys. So I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for all the support. And man, we just gonna keep on going, man. The next is 5K. I know we can make it there. So please do me that favor and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed my video, please do me a favor and give the video a thumbs up for the hype of Ghost of Tsushima. I'm really excited for this game. Definitely gonna be playing it on the channel. So make sure you have the notification bell turned on as well, so you don't miss out on my live stream or anything like that. But yeah, also follow me on all my social media, Twitter and Instagram, and I guess we'll take it from there. Guys, do me a favor, take care of each other, peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.